The episode starts with Aniruddha, who becomes sick suddenly in the midst of the journey. Arshi and Srishti both ignore the sickness of Ani. They both think he has been pretending to cancel the trip. They force Aniruddha to get into the car, but the situation gets deteriorated. It is impossible for him to stand steadily, but they both force Aniruddha to start the journey. Chodan becomes very shocked to see the behavior of Arshi doesn't have any sympathy for her husband. Being insisted, Aniruddha tries to stand upon his own legs, but again his body trembles in pain. Srishti and Arshi still feel extremely offended and irritated to see the drama of Aniruddha. They both don't believe a word of Ani and decides to leave the place. Chodan lashes them out for their rude and cruel behavior. After they're leaving, Jhanak also appears. Them seeing the chaos, Jhanak runs to the spot where Aniruddha was struggling to breath. She becomes utterly shocked to see Aniruddha there. His condition makes her worried. She comes to know everything from Chodan, who starts believing that everything will be alright since Jhanak has arrived. Not doing any late, Aniruddha is taken to the hospital. In the car, Aniruddha Ijit struggled to get the breath. Lying on the lap of Jhanak, he gets the comfort. The Lawan gets a call from the commissioner and he is asked to come in the office immediately because they have got something important. After his leaving, Bablu comes into his house with a plate of sweet. Apu comes to know that Aniruddha has left the country with Arshi. Apu becomes emotional and breaks down in tears. When she comes to know that Arshi didn't let her meet for once, she gets offended on Arshi and Srishti. She misses her brother and wants to talk with him immediately. Coming into the hospital, Jhanak gets a stretcher for Aniruddha and takes her to the hospital. She becomes more restless to see the poor condition of Ani. She asks Chodan whether he will be alright. Chodan says Jhanak didn't do the right behavior with Aniruddha when he went to Mumbai. The pain which she gave to Aniruddha made him depressed. Chodan calls the doctor and the nurse immediately so he would be admitted. Doctor and nurse come to check him up. The doctor is requested to check him up, understand the condition of Aniruddha. Chodan describes the entire situation to the doctor. The doctor says his condition is very critical. He needs some tests after that they could diagnose the disease. Arshi returns to the Bo's house to announce her decision. Seeing Arshi in the home, they become utterly surprised. They ask her why she has returned from the airport. Srishti and Arshi both describe the entire situation and define his sickness as drama. They don't believe that Aniruddha is really ill. Subho calls Shubha calls Aniruddha, but no one doesn't receive the phone call. Arshi says she doesn't want to keep any relationship with her husband and doesn't want to stay in that house anymore.